Jacqueline with Nickel and Dime Decor, and let's make coasters. This is my set of 4, and it's a gift, and my sister-in-law wants 8 of these, so they won't all be alike. They'll be a little bit different, a little variation, but I'm just using up my scraps. She wanted black and red, so please join me, and we're going to get started and make a coaster. Well, I wanted to show you the beginnings of a coaster. And this is my not yet made one that I just coiled to see how much cord I needed to cut off of here. I bought all of this because I'm making 32 of these, 8 sets of 4 for my sister-in-law that wants them for gifts. So I wanted about this size. So that's about 4 inches, and that's what that is. Now here's all of my different piles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different stacks here of 1/2 inch strips. You just cut your layers, your scraps that you've got left over into 1/2 inch strips. You will need a glue stick pin and some scissors. And basically, I use these, you'll see after I get one rolled, I start, let's just undo it. I start and I wrap my fabric on. And after my fabric is on, and I use 3 different fabrics. I use one as my base, and then I want a middle piece, which is my white, or you can use lighter here and darker here. It's whatever you want to do. And then I frame it in red. And I put it down here and coiled and got the same size. Now when you sew it, you're going to tighten this up a little bit, but it's also going to get a little larger because it increases the size of your cording. Now your cording is just a cotton polyester. No, it's a polyester. Now you can buy this at Joann's, and you can buy it in packages of 10 yards if you want to just go small. You can buy one of these big suckers, and if you get it on sale, it's about $74. But this is going to make more than you'll ever want to make. I use these to clamp it down, and I'll show you all of that in a little bit. There's always better ways to do things, and I always made these by coiling them. But let's just pretend they're wrapped in fabric. Then I would coil it, and then I would put it under the machine like this, and I would start zigzagging, and I would just go all the way around like that. But it's a great deal of stress on your hands and your shoulders to do that, because you have to hold it really tight and sew as you go. It goes pretty quickly for just little coasters, but still I've come up with a better way. There's always better ways to do things. And after this is wrapped, this is not going to be frayed like this because we're going to wrap it. But as I coil it and it's already wrapped, then I get an area about like so, and then I start using my glue stick. And I just put it down, and I use my glue stick across here and wrap it, and it's glued down. And I do that to the whole coaster. where it's glued down. And then you can put it under your machine with a zigzag stitch. Start here in the middle. You might make an X in the middle. And then start where you started, going around in a circle, and just sew all the way around. And then that way, by doing it like this, I can get so much of my cording on, about like so, with this color. And then I can do my accent. I don't know, I guess I'd do this one. Then I would do my accent color, my white, like it's done right here. And then pick up with this again and go all the way around with it until you get to where you think this ends right here. Put it down and you'll see that you need one more row of red, and you'll know. But this should be all I need right here. I've cut what I need for this particular one. And that's it. I'm going to get it wrapped, and then we'll start gluing, and you'll see how quickly this goes together. I didn't tell you, I told you that it was polyester cording, but didn't tell you the size. You need 3/16. And if you can't find that, 1/4 inch will work just fine. Of course, if you go up bigger, you know, in size, you're going to have a humongous coaster. So 3/16 is just perfect. Okay, we have got this much wrapped, and that's about what I want so far. So now we can start coiling. And just tuck this piece in and start going around till you get about right there. And then we'll start gluing. And just take your glue stick pin and go right across the top. Lay it back down and just coil. See there? And then if you want to set it over here off of my cutting, you can just go right here and just start coiling and wrapping and gluing as you go. Now, don't put it up too high, put it right in the middle. And then I take my little things and they hold them good, okay? Now you don't want to glue all the way down to here because you're going to be wrapping. But I wanted to see if that was about long enough for my first go around, and then I can do my accent pieces, which are these, my white. And I think that's enough. You do however much you want. If you want a bigger center, you can make this go out 2 rows. You design it however you want. It's your coaster. And then I will add my white. And when you start, I'll just show you briefly, and then when you start, just glue the end, wrap, and then bring it back around facing you. And this way, now I kind of like it, since I'm right-handed, I like to go this way. And I don't know why I hold it with my right and coil with my left. But I get it tighter and I just get it better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to coil that all the way around. I'll glue as I go and do as much as I need to do just one circle. You just want to do one round of the lighter color. And I'll do that and be right back. Okay, I have the accent row around. I went a little too far. I really like to meet them there in the middle, but I went around a little too far, but that's okay. On this particular print, it doesn't really show that much. Try, though, to stop right there where, you know, about ½ inch past where you started. And that's what these little clamps are for. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys that like to do things with your hands. You're very talented. You like to make mug rugs. This is something I think you'd really enjoy doing. It's something, you know, we can do sitting down, and it's kind of fun and relaxing. So you guys try to make some of these coasters for Christmas gifts. And remember, the sky's the limit on the color combination. I'm making this for my sister-in-law, and she wants black and red, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to continue with this color until we get to the point where I need to start thinking about my red and where I'm going to put it. It's usually about that much long of the red. But when we get down that far, we will talk about it some more, okay? Okay, here it is all ready to go. And just visually, when you think that you have a round of the red, stop with this color and put your red on. You can always, if you've got too much, you can always cut it off. But this is how I round them together, and I tuck this back here behind. And when we sew it, well, we'll catch that. And it makes it better than just that old hump up there. So kind of stick it behind this previous row, and then you'll have a real nice smooth edge. I recommend Sue Daly's glue stick. These are the best. They hold very well, and I ran out of my refills and don't have any more, and I have to order them online. So I went to Joann's and I got this, and this does not work on this project. It just doesn't hold this together like I want it to. So I recommend that. I order it off of paperpieces.com. Now, I'm using a non-filament smoke thread on the top and black in my bobbin. And I'm going to, just on the center piece here, I'm going to do a couple of straight stitches just to hold the center. Just go back and forth a couple of times. And then start where your circle is, you know, where your beginning of your going around in a circle. Change to a zigzag. And put your needle down. And you have to turn it for a while until you get going. And then just go all the way around. When I get to the end, I'll come back and show you how to finish it. Okay, I went around, did my zigzag all the way around, but now we need to finish it on the edges. So we're going to put the zigzag where one will go into it and then one off. And that way it wraps the thread around and gives it a good finish, and your edges won't come loose. So just put your poster wherever you want to start and just catch, like I said, catch one side and one side off, and then just go all the way around. Doesn't take 2 seconds, we'll just go ahead and finish it so you can see what it looks like. Didn't take but a second. Well, come on. Wished I had my little scissors to get. See what I mean by finishing that? Just gives it a good finish. And there you be. There you have it. And now I have my set of 4. I'm going to wrap them with a little piece of my fabric, and I'll have 2 or 3 more pieces, but I'll just show you what I do. I like to put a black one and a red one and whatever. And isn't that a lovely gift? Thank you for watching. And I know John is subscribed to my channel, and I sure hope that you try this, John, and get lots of other people involved. Give them as gifts, and I would love to see what you come up with. Thank you so much. God bless.